Hello everyone, and this is Shiraz Ahmad Khan. In today's video, we are going to learn few more functions which are available in MS Excel. As far as the rules of writing these functions, it's same like sum function. Today, we are going to learn average function, max function, and min function. And along with this, we'll learn that why do we need these functions in our Excel sheet. In order to take start, we'll be completing task 20E in today's video as well. And for that task, as per the statement of the task says, we are to create an Excel sheet that should look like this. Keeping in view the short span of time of this video, I have already created this sheet for you guys. So to proceed further, I suggest you to pause the video first, create this sheet, and then we'll come back and we'll start the rest of the proceedings of today's video. In my case, I've already created this Excel sheet and stored in the source files folder for chapter 20. Here we have the task 20E. Rest of the things are exactly the same as given in the statement of the task 20E, except one thing, that is rate of pay. It's 12.80 along with the currency symbol. So I intentionally left it blank to share it with you that how can we increase the numeric value to 2 decimal places, along with that the currency symbol should appear on the left side of this value. So let's see. Here, if we enter 12.80 and just after pressing enter key, you observe that automatically the currency symbol is appearing on the left side of this value, and automatically 12.80 is appearing here. Let me share you the reasons behind this, that why it's happening in this case. Otherwise, if you compare it with, like, if I enter the same value in C1, 12.80, and after pressing the enter key, the output is a bit different. It's without the currency symbol, and it's truncated to, it's rounded off to 1 decimal place. So why it did not happen in this case? The reasons are, after entering the value, for example, if I click in C1, and if you want to increase the number of decimal places in this numeric value, we have two options. If you click the Home tab, and in the number group or section, there is an option to increase or decrease the number of decimal places in this value. Here we have these two options. One option is to decrease the decimal, show few decimal places, and the second option on the left side, it's increase decimal, which means that it will show more decimal places for a more precise value. For the accuracy purposes, we can increase the number of decimals after the value, or to have lesser accurate value, we can decrease the decimal places. It's basically dependent on our requirements. So for the time being, we need one more decimal place. So I'm clicking this symbol, this icon, to increase the decimal. If you click it once, look, automatically it is converted to 12.80. And one more thing, although it's a numeric value, but we have an option in Microsoft Excel to convert a numeric value to a currency value. And here again we have, you can see this word number along with this drop down arrow. If you click this drop down arrow, you will see the drop down list. And from this drop down list, different formats for this numeric value are available. Out of these, for the time being, previously it was number, and now we are choosing currency for that. Just after choosing the currency symbol, automatically the currency symbol, it started appearing onto the left side of this value. You might be wondering that if you need any other currency symbol than the one that is available there, you can change the regional settings of your computer through the control panel, and if you change that currency symbol, automatically it will be applied here. So far we have learned two things, that how to increase or decrease the number of decimal places from a numeric value, and secondly we learned how to change a numeric value to a currency value. So I'm removing the value in C1 because already we have the same value in B1. Now let's go back to our discussion. In today's video, we are going to explore few more functions which Excel is offering us. First of all, we need the total of these hours worked by different employees, and we want to have the sum of these hours in the cell B9, and on the left side of this cell we have total label. And as per the task says, the first bullet, the total number of hours worked by all of these 5 people. So from B4 to B8, works are by these employees are given, and we are asked to calculate the total number of these hours in cell B9. So let's start the inbuilt function of MS Excel to calculate the total or sum of values, that is sum. Open the bracket, and now instead of typing these values, you can select these values with the help of mouse. And once the selection is made, you can observe that automatically they have started appearing inside the opening bracket of the sum function. Finally, close the bracket and press the enter key to get the total, the sum of hours in the cell B9. If you proceed further, in cell B10, we are asked to calculate the average numbers of hours, the average number of hours worked per person. So we are asked to calculate the average worked hours. And in order to calculate the average, once again we have another inbuilt function of Microsoft Excel, that is average. So start it with is equal symbol and start typing the value average. And you may observe that just after typing few characters, Excel pops up the formula which are relevant with the characters that you are typing. Once again, we want to calculate the average of the cells starting from B4 to B8. There is no need to select B9 because in B9 we have the sum of hours worked by 5 employees. After the selection is made, again they are appearing inside the opening bracket. Finally, close the bracket and press the enter key. Here we have the average hours worked by these 5 employees. Similarly, in cell B11, the third bullet says the maximum number of hours worked by any of these 5 people. Basically, out of these 5 values, we are asked to display here the maximum value. So in order to calculate the maximum, or in order to find the maximum value out of a given set of values, we have an inbuilt function and its name is max. So start it with is equal symbol and type the value, the name of the function max, and once again select this range with the help of mouse and close this bracket to complete the syntax of this function, and finally press the enter key. Here we have, you can clearly find the maximum value out of these values. It's 26, and we have that maximum value by using the max function in the cell B11. Proceeding further, the last bullet, it says the minimum number of hours worked by any of these 5 people. Once again, in order to find the least value out of a given set of values, we have an inbuilt function of Microsoft Excel, and that is min is equal to min and then the range of values and closing bracket. Finally press the enter key to get the output. So 4 is the minimum value out of these 5 values, and here we have 4 in the cell B12. Finally save the changes. So viewers, let's quickly recapitulate that what we have learned today. We took start from learning that how to increase or decrease the number of decimal places for a numeric value. Then we learned how to convert a number into a currency value. And finally, we explored today 3 more functions along with the already learned function, that was sum. If you closely observe all of these, you will find commonalities among all of these functions. One thing, that as far as the range of values is concerned, there is no difference in typing the range of values for all of these functions. Secondly, all of these functions are inbuilt in Microsoft Excel, so they all are starting from this equal symbol. The only difference you can find in between these functions is the names, their predefined names are different, and secondly, the output is entirely different from every other function. The reason is, sum function is used to calculate the sum of given range. Average is used to calculate the mean value or the average of the given range of values. Max function is used to calculate or to find the largest value from a given set of values, and similarly min function is used to calculate the smallest or the least value out of the given set of values. One more thing, viewers, I would like to share with you is that in case of sum function, we learned that sum can be typed in different ways. Like, one method of finding the sum of values is to make use of the range of values. Like in our case, it's from B4 to B8. Moreover, we learned that we can calculate the sum of scattered values as well outside the range, and we can calculate the sum of scattered values along with the range of values. The same shades that we experienced in the case of sum function, all of those shades, all of those flavors are acceptable in the case of average, max, and min functions. And one more thing, that all of these functions, they have predefined names. We cannot violate the rules of writing these functions according to our own requirements. We can utilize them, we can use them, but we are to write them in the way they are for. So viewers, that's it for today. Hope to see you during the next video. Do not forget to like the video and do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.